Welcome to the Cheesecake Challenge here on Slick Jimmy Speaks. I'm Slick Jimmy, and I'm here with a nice panel of three people, three great artists that have showed up to do some fun stuff tonight. We have a lot of a new theme that's all about the water, all about the wetness, and hopefully we have a couple other people to jump in as we go along. Sometimes we have that. I'm gonna share with you guys what the challenge is. Let me scroll to it real quickly as I get myself put together. This is Saucy, Sassy, Sweetheart, Skinny Dip Swimming, and Splashing Ever So Sensuously. That is our theme. The things that you need to have our artists here is any nubile, nude female, human, alien, fantasy, race, etc. You can choose whatever you want, whoever you want, even if it's your own character. But secondly, in water, either bathing, swimming, playing, etc. But the spicy bits must be obscured somehow. So get creative as to how you can cover that up. I'm sure there's many different conventions to do so. And the twist, incorporate fishing somehow. This could be, she's actually fishing, or she's got bait and tackle, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, or she's the bait. Do a Jaws theme or something of that. And finally, color as much as you can. Those are the 5 requirements, and do the best you can with them. As I've just given you what we need to do, let's get going. We currently are at 2 minutes after the hour. That means I'll give you probably 5 minutes grace period at the end. So we're looking somewhere in a minute, neighborhood of 10 minutes after the hour and 2 hours from now. So you get about 2 hours on a little bit. All right, everybody. I don't know who's in the chat, if there is anybody in the chat as of yet, but I'm going to go over and check and see what we're doing. And
we're live.
We have Flit Amaranth. We love Flit. He's the mod with the amazing ability to get links and stuff out in there, and also he's actually quite funny. We have Risey Lee as well. He's a mod as well, but he's told me he doesn't really want to be a mod. But I'm going to keep him a wrench anyway, even though he feels it's kind of a bit of a burden. He says, "Howdy, all hail the Raven adjacents." All right then. Flit gives us a live long and prosper, and then Star Storyteller. He's there, and Jay Garza as well. Star Storyteller says, "Yo, I don't have a link. You want a link, dude? You want a link? What? 1 second. You want a link? I will give you a link." For some reason.
What's up, Jim?
Hey, man.
Look, Jimmy.
All right, my cat is already on me. Get off me, cat.
Aww.
That was.
Get off me, cat.
He's a good cat, but he keeps hurting me. Let me get Star Storyteller. Do you want a link? Tell me what your Twitter is, and I will send you one.
Hey, so I haven't started drawing yet. What's the deal? It's bathing babes or something, or
pretty much, yeah. I will go through it again with you, so you know. Yeah. Once again, Saucy, Sassy, Sweetheart, Skinny Dip, Swimming, and Splashing Ever So Sensuously. That is the theme. You can have any nude, nubile, female, human, alien race, etc. That or fantasy race, etc. In water, either bathing, swimming, playing, that sort of thing. But the spicy bits must be obscured somehow. The twist incorporates fishing somehow, and color as much as you can. The fishing doesn't necessarily have to be fishing as in she's actually fishing, which it could be. It could be something cheeky as fishing in the other way, or she could be the bait, or something to that. Be creative, so it's up to you.
Okay, I think I have an idea. Let me just.
Okay, I gotta find a Star Storyteller. Talk amongst yourself while I try to get a tweet out to Star Storyteller. One moment, please.
Yeah, she's really nice storyteller.
So I'm gonna share my screen. So
How
I'm,
about
I'm
you share
drawing
your
something
screen?
at the I'm drawing something at the moment that is sort of related to what the theme is, but it's not exactly for the theme. I'm fixing up a panel from Avengers. I think it's number 20 something with She-Hulk entering a hot tub or a hot spring. Yeah. So let me share my screen. Hold on a second.
There you go, Star Storyteller. Jump
All
on
right.
in, baby.
So I'll show you the original.
Ooh.
This is meant to be She-Hulk. This figure here, the large figure. So I was like, that doesn't look like She-Hulk, you know? That's not She-Hulk. So I first took it out, okay. Then I am drawing over the top, you know,
Indeed.
and I'm doing the shadows at the moment, a bit of shadow work, but yeah. So decided to fix it because it wasn't very sexy.
Oh,
You know?
Humble has been white boxed. I apologize. We can't even see what you're doing. Now we
Are
can
you kidding
see.
me? Oh, I have to go through the whole thing again? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. All right, listen up.
I'm sorry.
This,
I'm boomering out. I
God damn
apologize.
it.
I know.
Okay,
I'm a dick.
original She-Hulk from the Avengers comic.
Yep.
Looks terrible.
Without dick, it should have a big dick there.
Yeah, it really it should have like a big old wang.
Because
Um,
that's actually like it's like a Hulk with a mullet or something.
yeah.
Wait,
And then so I took it out because we don't want to see that.
No, we don't.
Okay.
you're
And
not
then
messing with that.
Are you gonna fix Thor too? Because he looks like a douche.
He totally
well,
does.
so this is my fix. Haven't finished yet, obviously, but
Yeah, there you
I
go.
might fix Thor.
You need to bring the green up a little bit though. That
Well,
green's
this is a pass. Like I haven't finished yet.
it's a
So
bit sallow. I'm saying
yeah, it's gonna be.
she needs to be emerald green, man. Because she's
Mhm.
not any khaki or some fucking thing. Not
Well,
pea
Jim,
green.
I haven't finished yet.
I know.
Let me hang on. Sorry. If you wanna see some green, let's see.
We have
Let's
Selena
try
here
some
too.
greens.
We have Selena. I haven't. Selena, do you know the whole thing we got
Ye-
going?
Yes, I do. I'm just checking out the She-Hulk.
All right,
Oh,
it is nice to check out. Josh does good work.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how to do the glutes. Definitely.
yeah, that's the important part. It's the glute. Check out the glute.
Does he have like elf ears in this thing? I mean, what's the deal with
That's
that?
her hair. Her hair. She's got like her hair does that. It's like
Okay. All right.
it's the front bit. It's meant to be like that front fringe bit that comes up.
Okay. I'll take your word
I
for
don't
it.
know. Yeah,
Let's
take my
go to
word
the
for it. That's what it looks like.
let's go to the chat. See what's going on in chat. We have currently 10 people watching. 8 likes. Thank you very much. If you guys would like to like the show, we always appreciate that for the rudimentary algorithm that probably doesn't really do much, but we still like your likes. We want them. Let's go to Tank Ferret. Tank Ferret says, dude, you have to be shadow blocked. I didn't. What's he talking about?
Did you whitebox me as well? Am I whiteboxed right now?
Probably
Okay.
because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go.
Okay.
Let's go to.
All right. Here we go. I'm gonna start this little sketch. Here we go.
All right, jump on it. We got 5 people on the panel currently. We got Vic, we got Josh, we got Monk, and we got Marty, and we have Selena. All great artists, all interesting and diverse styles. Awesome. Let's go back to the chat real quick. Let's see what we got. As I said, storyteller. I sent her the link. Let's hope she gets it. Jay Garza, he's hanging out. Some one of these days he could. I think he draws. He should jump in and do his thing. Shinobi Raccoon, he's here. Hey, what's up, man? He says, hey, Jimmy. Did I miss? Flint Hammer says, did I miss panel introductions? Sorta, maybe, kind of. I didn't ever do it. Did I ever? I didn't ever do that, did I? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot today. What's wrong with me?
You're not alone.
Jimmy,
It's one of
I'm
those
still
days.
whiteboxed, by the way.
No, I took your
Really?
son of a biscuit.
I believe so. That's what I'm watching the YouTube at the moment, and it looks like I am watching.
Yeah, I did. Like
Yeah.
I said, I'm an idiot tonight, apparently. I'm going to go down the line. And while you guys are drawing, please tell people about you. Selena Hernandez, let's start with you.
Hi, I'm an artist from Portland, Oregon, with GB Comics. Just recently finished up the Samurai and Dinosaurs on Indiegogo with Mike Murphy.
Oh.
And I think I'll be doing a Little Mermaid today.
Cool.
Oh,
Will it be which version of the Little Mermaid? Are you going old school?
I haven't decided yet.
Like Hans Christian Andersen, old school, where she
Ooh.
dies in the foam. You know.
I love that one.
Yeah, that is a good one. It's heart wrenching though. Humble Marty, tell us about yourself a little bit.
Oh, me?
Yes.
I do a lot of drawings. I'm working on a couple comic. I do a lot of drawings. I've been working on one comic page for Corn and doing a lot of experimenting.
We love to have her on. She's always on, and she comes in and she always does fun stuff in the cartoon style. Very colorful, lots of fun. And you'll see what she comes up with at the very end, and you will like it. Let's move to Illustrator Monk. Illustrator Monk, tell us what you're doing and a little bit about you if you can, or if you want to keep the mystery as you usually do, you can do that as well.
I'm Illustrator Monk. I hadn't planned on coming on. I don't usually make it on Wednesdays. I do illustrations and comics and web development. I'm currently working on Tales from the Stacks, which is on Indiegogo if you want to pick it up.
Very nice.
I'm going to be doing a Surfer Girl today.
Cool beans. Nude Surfer Girl. We're down with that. It is nice to have Illustrator Monk on a Wednesday. He usually has a D&D group that he usually deals with and plays the game, but he's here tonight, and we are very thankful for it. Spencer Tunes, Josh Spencer from Down Under. Tell us about yourself and what you're up to.
I'm up to drawing some sexy ladies right now.
You're always up to drawing sexy ladies. That's your shtick.
If anyone wants to commission me to draw some sexy ladies, I am up for that. That'd be good.
Anything else you're doing? Or are you just gonna keep it into wraps?
Well, we've got a Indiegogo campaign that's about to start actually, called Megawatt and the Vampires of the Sun.
Very cool.
It is very cool. I've seen a lot of the work. It's going to be really fun for people of all ages.
Yes, it's an all ages book.
Yeah, it's an all ages book, and it's written by our friend Matthew Merce. And he does. He's a very good writer, and so they're collaborating together, making something I think a lot of people will enjoy. Vic, tell us what you're doing, man.
All right. Well, I'm a comic book artist out of Boston, and currently I got a comic book out on Indiegogo, The Extractors.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi horror adventure. Picture A-Team meets aliens in space. It's got alien zombies for the antagonist. It's great. It's a fun story. You should go check it out, definitely. Tonight, I'm actually going to draw two of my characters from it. I've had a big call from people who have been following the book, the progress of it. They want to see two of my characters in a space.
Well, what was that?
Oh, that's just me, probably.
Keep going, Greg. Finish it up. Tell us.
Finish up. Yes.
So the characters' names are Medica and Cammy, and I'm going to have them in a space shower aboard the ship. And that's the only thing I got to try and figure out in my head, how I'm going to work in the fishing angle in space. That's going to be interesting.
Fishing in space. There's a lot of things.
Fishing in space.
Yes. We have a new artist who has come to the panel, and this is Claire. Claire, I believe you are a star storyteller, are you not?
Yes, I am.
Nice. You want to tell us anything about you and what you're doing recently?
Recently, I'm kind of just getting my toes into it right now. And of course, the one time, because I really wanted to do the biker babe thing, but I had something else. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, wet and swimming. But fishing's going to be tricky, but I'll figure it out. Like, really? That's just my luck. But I'll be creative.
Make fishing sexy.
You can
That's
do a
the
twist on
challenge.
it. I'm doing a twist on it.
We have a parody in male to female currently.
I know, it's like the first time ever.
It is, and I think Justin Trudeau would be so happy with us.
Oh, screw Trudeau. He's a big flop.
Mr. Rogers guy?
No, it's the Canadian Prime Minister.
Yeah, he acts creepy.
Yeah, it's one of those things, you know.
They always act creepy.
He's got great hair.
That's the thing. It's like either he's gay or he's like a predator or something. It's weird, and it's not like, and that's like that's mean to gays even to say that.
I take
Anyway.
it you're a Canadian.
No,
No?
I'm near a state near Canada, and so we get all the silliness from Canada down.
You're from Maine.
No, wrong coast.
She's from Washington.
Oh, hey, Washington. Hey,
Dakota.
Washington.
Yay! And that's about as much because I think
Chicago.
I can
Is it
say.
Chicago?
That's all right.
No, but it's Chicago and
It's a big
right?
state. You can get lost.
Trudeau's
in
no
the
Robert Ford.
No, I don't even know what states are what in America.
It's huge. It's monstrositous. What was it? I was reading something about people trying, like, take a. It was like Europeans driving around, and they're like, oh, stop every. Of course, it was like in meters or something. You know, don't drive for a long period of time, and all the Americans are like, "Ow, come on! I would drive for 4 hours straight. What are you talking about?"
And I would walk 500 miles.
Damn it, I have dogs next door barking and making all kinds
Is
of...
that you? I thought that was Humble again.
Damn fucking dogs.
We can't hear it, Bert, or at least I can't hear it. So you're good.
I can hear it.
Yeah, no
My
worries.
dogs
I just
are
closed my
actually-
window, so I'm even more hot now. 'Cause I
Aw.
have the window open. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. We got a lot
Yes,
of people in the
yes.
chat. I mean, we got 10 watching. I don't know if that's a lot of people, but some.
Let them filter in.
Tank Ferret Art, he could be in here. Why isn't Tank in here? That's my question. Dude, you have to be shadow blocked. I had to dig for this notification, led to a dead link, did not show up in subs, didn't even show you live on your own stream. I don't know what's going on, man. Weird.
Have to
Tank,
start-
if you
so
want to
you
come
said-
in here and draw,
so-
that would be great.
Just a quick clarification. You said if they can be the bait.
Yeah, they can think of, the woman could be the bait. It could be like a Jaws scenario, that sort of thing. You don't have to have her bitten in half, though. I don't want that.
No, we don't need that.
Women in peril are fine. Women in pieces are not. That's
Are
all
not.
I'm saying.
Well, what kind of peril? Let's say. Ooh.
It's a sexy
Well, whatever you want to go with. Just make it work, as they say on Project Runway.
Yeah, make it work.
Make it work. Flit Amaranth, links incoming. Just double checking for accuracy. Thank you, Flit. We have Gorgonite Emissary. I arrived to women saying, wet, good start. That is always a good start. It's better than moist.
Ew.
See, I have no reaction to that at all.
Well, some people do. It doesn't bother me, but some people are like, ew,
Yeah, I don't
moist.
care.
It's gross, moist. Flit Amaranth. Check out Tales from Beyond the Gate, the stack. Excuse me. Into Mad on Indiegogo now. You go and check that out. I did back that book. I really enjoy a lot of the art there. Professor Geek has done a great job, and the artists have come on that have done good things too. Gorgonite Emissary. Canadians are wannabe Europeans. That's why we need to annex them and bring proper measurement systems to the snow savages. I call them snow monkeys. I think it's a little kinder than
Are you kidding me?
snow
You're
savages.
the ones with the wrong measuring systems.
Whatever.
It's like
I
the
don't
whole
care.
rest of the world has the
I
metric.
don't care if
The
metric makes more
entire
sense.
rest of the world, and it makes much more sense.
I don't care if it makes more sense. That's half the fun of it, not making any sense.
So how many yards in a foot, in a mile, in a boop, 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 boop?
Well, it is leftovers from when we had a king back in the day, so I can see why people don't use it anymore.
That's right.
It's like America tried to get
still
away
have
from
the queen on your. You still have the queen on your money, for crying out
because we're
loud.
still part of the Commonwealth.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, break away
Yeah.
already.
Well, we're trying to.
Don't pay fealty to that monarch.
We've actually had votes of this, like, do we want to have a what's it called the thing?
I think they should change it from the Commonwealth and just call it the Anglosphere. We can all be in the Anglosphere. That makes more sense.
Oh, you mean by language?
Yes.
Yeah, that does make more sense.
And everybody in the Anglosphere would be the largest block on the world. We'd be rocking it, And anybody who has like a English any English extraction could do that. Flit Amaranth. And check out Vic's Sci-Fi Extravaganza, The Extractors, live on Indiegogo now. Go out and check out that right now, and back it if it feels good to you. That would be a good thing to do. Flit Amaranth. Sorry, it's Tales from the Stacks. Yeah, he did screw that up, but I wasn't going to point that out. Damn it, Flit.
Or Tales of the Stacked.
Yes, Tales of the Stack. I think I need to do that.
Ooh,
Right, that's my next
theme.
book. Tales
Especially
of the Stack.
K Young. Especially K Young. K Young is all about them stacks.
Claire, I
Extra
think I love
thick.
your dad jokes. They're great. Yeah.
Well, no, I can't claim that I'm that original. I think I heard it somewhere else. But
Okay.
that's probably
Gorgonite Emissary. I'm sorry. Whose flag is on the moon? Checkmate, atheists.
I thought it's America.
I think it's on the moon. Did the Russians ever get to the moon? I can't remember.
No, they never landed.
Yep. So they never planted their flag. So it's America's. The moon is ours.
The moon. Well, not only that, if they were starving half their population, so you can only have so much brain power.
I don't have a real problem with the Russians like a lot of people seem to do now. I mean, I realize that they are their government probably is a bit insidious, but one of my good friends who is helping me make my comic book is Russian, and he's awesome.
No, I don't mind them. I don't like communism.
Well, and they're definitely not communism. They're an oligarchy right now. But
yeah. Well, it's weird because they tried doing something else, and it just seems like maybe for Russians they just like oligarchy works for whatever reason.
Yeah. Mike Stewart's in the chat. Why isn't Mike Stewart on the panel? That's my question, Mike Stewart. But it's nice to have him in the chat. Make some noise in there. Just goof around. Hawk your wares. See if Flit Amaranth's willing to do that for you. You never know. Flit's he's kind of an unpredictable guy that way. Yeah. Currently, we have 10 people watching, 10 likes. If you guys want to like anybody's new, put a like in there. We'd love that. And
Yes, please.
Keep on watching. That's good too. I'm going back to the panel. How are you? I've been white boxed on Claire.
We're not quite. Yeah, sorry.
At least it wasn't me.
Let's go and look at Selena. Selena has a very definitive style, very fun.
So cute.
Very cute.
Oh, thank you.
Selena sent me.
It is very cute.
Selena sent me
so
a
much.
sugar, and I very much enjoy it. It's on my wall currently.
What was it? Someone's care package. I noticed that they had it was food girls,
Yes,
food
that's me.
pinups. Those were so cute, and it's
Thank you.
I thought they were really cute.
Thank you.
And she did a fun little sugar with cotton candy, tempting the boys. I guess at the fair. I'm not sure what was going on, but it was lots of fun.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. And Claire, we've got. What are you drawing there? It's kind of.
I kind of figured out what I want to do. It's a switched around, so it's the scenario in Puss in Boots. So Puss has told, "Oh, my guy was robbed. The king was robbed," and so I did it as a girl. Her peasant whose clothes have been stolen, and she's like, it's been stolen, and she's really royalty. So it's almost like a scam. So she's baiting the scam. She's like, wait, what?
So it's like Puss in Boots with Lady Godiva, sort of.
Yeah. But that was my.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
Humble Marty, we have an eye. Look at that. Very nice.
Yep.
Humble Marty is she's decided to go with the large bosoms. She told me earlier.
This is my first stacked character ever.
So it's a foray into the unknown for Humble.
Yep.
And we appreciate it. People love boobs.
Busties, busty broads. We need representation too.
So yeah, nice, very nice. Going on to Illustrator Monk. Illustrator Monk's giving us a back view again. He loves the back view, and we use a lot of back view as well. Nice surfer.
It's easier to
surfboard.
cover the naughty bits.
It is.
Yeah.
The cleft usually isn't considered too terrible. Sometimes you can get it on primetime TV, which is really weird. And we got Mike. Mike, what are you doing here?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like I had to fix my microphone. I wasn't sure what it was doing.
We got Mike. He's got a face getting in here. The body's a little sketchy currently, and we'll see what he comes up with. Spencer, Josh Spencer. We got multiple women's here, and that's always nice. We don't mind having multiple females or people. It's just very ambitious. Josh is being ambitious once again.
Yeah. Oh, I almost unplugged my computer.
Be careful. Be careful with that.
Yeah. It is ambitious. I'm still deciding like how to arrange all this kind of stuff because I had an image in my head as soon as you were talking about fishing and all that kind of stuff, and just
All right.
trying to have it make sense.
Well, I'm happy to see what you come up with. It's always fun to see all of our artists, but Josh often comes up with some funny stuff that really is quite funny. Oh, ooh, look at this, Vic. Nice. He's going with two characters here as well. Ambition. It seems.
Yeah, I haven't figured out how to hide the naughty bits just yet. I figured out how to fit in the fishing.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Steam, clouds, towels, that sort of thing.
Soapy bubbles.
Soapy
Yeah.
bubbles.
Soapy bubbles.
A bird flying through the air. Crabs that have glommed on to the nipples, or like a starfish, that sort of thing. You can always
Starfish. Yeah.
Starfishes, yeah.
Which reminds me, there is actually a bird called a tit.
A tit. There is. Then there's
Yes,
a
there
tit
is.
mouse.
It's like it's like a tiny baseball bird.
Yeah.
Yep, a tit, and they make like a kind of a peep sound, beep, like that. All right, I'm not going to white box anybody as I go back to the chat. So we are now, you guys, as you talk, we'll be able to see what you're doing. Monk probably won't say anything, so you won't see where he's going until I get back. Yeah, nice. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. Wait. Flit says, wait, what am I doing? I missed it. What did you miss, man? Rebel Comics is in the house. Nice to have you here, Larry. Rebel Comics currently has a book on Indiegogo. It's called Niobe, #1 remastered. Go out and check that out. It's a fantastic story, great art, sexy girl. We always like that sort of thing. Yeah, so go check it out. Let's help Larry get to his goal and maybe beyond it. People go out and do that, and then when you find any of these books that are being shared, do a little promo. Send it out on Twitter if you're on Twitter, and help people move along and get eyes and ear holes on stuff. So, Gorgonite emissary. Russians have a long history, either complete anarchy, chaos, or dictatorships. The people prefer the dictatorships over the perceived alternative. This is true. He's got a point. Gorgonite emissary again. An artist popping in the thick cherry live. Okay. Yeah. Popping the cherry. It's very
Oh dear.
That's oh dear. That's what I say. You're pretty Hyman. Sorry. Flint Amaret, if you like action, a bit of cheesecake, to go check out Niobe, indeed, on Indiegogo for a very limited time, so don't miss out. Indeed.
Hey, I did the cover for that book.
He did. He did.
Yeah.
He did the cover. It's very enticing. That cover. Selena Hernandez says, "No, Niobe is awesome," and Matthew Rise shows up. Hey, what's up, man? Right on. It's still 10 watching, or maybe more. Let me refresh. See if that will help. Nope, 10 watching, 11 likes. Yeah,
they want to discourage you because they want to make it a corporate hellhole.
Yeah, probably. Oh, we got 11 watching now. Now we have a complete parody. 11 watching, 11 likes. Fantastic. Back to the panel once again. So, did you guys have anything fun happen to you in the last few days? I went on a little drive. It was good. Went up in the mountains, checked some stuff out. Had some ice cream up in a place called Midway.
I went to the mountains as well.
You did? Do you have mountains in Australia?
Well, they're more like hills compared to America, but we call them mountains. Yeah.
But your mountains are very dangerous because you have snakes and spiders and stuff, and they'll kill you dead.
We're in the middle of winter right now, so there's not too many around.
It's the best time to go up there, I guess.
Yeah, it's nice and cold.
No Crocs will get you. That's great.
No, we don't have Crocs.
For those of you who don't know, Josh is from Sydney, Australia. So
Oh, very
I'm not
cool.
really I'm not really doxing him because, well, Sydney's humongous, but
$23.95 Wagner Avenue.
Don't do that.
No, that's not my address.
Okay. Makes me nervous.
Are you saying your next door neighbor that you don't like? Trying to get that human, not anthro, but actual cat anatomy, but fudging it a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do we still have Risey in the chat? Risey, he's in the opposite side of Australia. We got Josh, who's in Sydney, and Risey, who's in Perth. So, yeah. They duke it out.
No doxing.
No doxing. Perth's a big city, too. Over 1 million in Perth.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back. Let's go back to the chat one more time.
You have to pronounce it properly.
And Matthew Rise says, I came to shout out Star Storyteller. I think that's nice.
Oh my gosh! Thank you. It actually turned out to be not as bad as I thought it would be.
What did you think was going to be bad?
Oh, yeah. I just okay, not that not as many clothes, and you're like, oh no, but you just use your creativity.
That's the idea. I mean, there's a way to obscure and
Well, like the Hays Code back in the day, even though, it limited it, it also kind of created, I think, in my opinion, created a lot of creativity because you couldn't just say everything. You had to imply and really, in order to get around, if you wanted it to be a little more salacious, a little more subtlety.
This is true. Sometimes let's take it for example, Casablanca. Anybody who's adult knows that Rick and Elsa and they're having sex, right? But if you're it's only implied. It's like they indirect it, you know. And
Mhm.
later on, you know that they're lovers, but I mean, and you know that they just had their tryst, but it's never ever spelled out because of the way they you know, they did it, and that happened all over through Hollywood. So still, they had, you know, adult themes, but the adult themes were enough that anybody could watch the film and pretty much not get you know, not have their sensibilities offended, I guess. But sometimes I like my sensibilities offended.
It's both good, I think. I mean, if you want freedom, freedom is probably better. Sometimes, what was I thinking though? The theater of the mind can be more powerful. I think it's really good if you trust your audience to think of something worse than it actually is, in a way. Or I wish horror movies did that a little bit more, or not necessarily show. Anyway,
Well,
just
I
trusting.
think horror is different from gore. You know,
You're right.
horror can be atmospheric as opposed to be, you know, very graphic. Uh-oh, something's going on.
Oh, I live across from a fire station. Sorry.
That's all right.
Oh, I thought someone was getting swatted.
Yeah.
I really should just what is it? I really should, you know, talk to the police and be like, "Yo, I'm here. I'm somewhat on the internet, but I'm not quite there yet."
That's right. You guys
Well,
have
if
to
you
shut
talk
up.
to them.
You guys have to shut up. I am on the internet right now.
Don't
Oh
you
my
know who
goodness.
I am?
I am internet famous.
You got doxxed already.
Flit Amaranth says, I have links for Tales from the Stacks, The Extractors, Niobe, and Little Girl Lethal tonight. Am I missing any, or are there any books people want links to? I feel like I'm a little off my game tonight. I don't think so, man. I think you're doing a good job.
You're doing good.
Everybody should always give props to Flit Amaranth on my streams because he does a hell of a job. Matthew Rice says, I feel the need to dox myself now for some reason. Matthew Rice says, I have one Flit. So apparently, it's Tales of Shadow, Vox Populi. All right, there you go. Fantastic. I don't mind if you guys want to put other links to other books that aren't being represented here. I don't mind that. I want to support indie creators, whoever they are, even if they're big indie creators or they're small indie creators. I'm down for it. I mean, everybody go out and get Earthworm Jim in demand right now and try to make him over 1 million. I'd like to see Doug go over 1 million.
Oh man, people would just lose their minds if you did that.
I do. I want him to go over 1 million. I want Doug to be this massive success because for people who don't know, Doug tries to help out just about all the smaller people. If you go talk to him, he talks back to you, he helps you out. He's a good guy.
Oh my gosh. I think he's a little too helpful. I was talking with someone else in the stream and he had to like turn it off. And so he ended up reading my really crappy pitch in front of like a bajillion people on accident. I'm like, no, I'm not ready.
That's where you keep it under you know, close to the vest. But if he had you on, everything's fair game.
Oh yeah, that's okay. I don't mind. All right, so it was. I don't know if this is enough of the fishing, kind of for first part.
I can look here. All right, let's look. Claire, what are you doing? Well,
The Puss in Boots. So
Okay.
we have Puss. So do we need maybe something else, like establishing the prince or something, or could the prince be off?
I'm trying to see it because it's like on its side for me. So
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me. Oh, here we go. Here we are.
Claire in with the save. All right. Yeah, it's coming along.
Okay. So I'm just trying to since I've got this done, I'm trying to get to color really quick here.
Are we coloring these?
Okay.
Yes, he said if you can throw color, it's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
color
yeah,
is
yeah.
always appreciated. I'm I think that every time the color gets thrown on stuff, it makes it pop. But
Sure.
there are times when others don't get the color on it. It still looks pretty damn good. We got a
Illustrator Monk.
Do I get disqualified for no color?
Yeah.
Nobody gets
I'm not a color
disqualified or
guy.
anything. It's just it does help with people's likes sometimes. So I'm just saying, people like the color, but people have often not gotten the color on and still won the day if they do something that's it's the eyes just right. Celine's putting color on. Selena, very nice. She's got
Thank you.
big bubbles in strategic places on her little mermaid. So yeah, nice.
Woohoo!
You said starfish, and I'm like, oh damn, I should have done that.
Well, next time.
Next time, yes.
Well, you know what? No one does bubbles, so I like that idea better.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
They look provocative. Let's just put it.
which is awesome for this channel.
And then we have Humble Marty. She's doing red and green currently. Very fun. I'm not sure what she's got going on yet, but her creativity never ceases to amaze me. So I'm waiting
Humble Marty, woohoo!
patiently to see what she does. And we do have 3 women to 4 men. The men still outnumber the women. We've got a great deal of estrogen on tonight to battle the evil testosterone.
No, we compliment. We don't
Yes.
battle it.
Misogyny.
Compliment,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I'm
Toxic
talking about the
masculinity.
zeitgeist of the age currently.
Oh, F those broads.
Mhm.
Illustrator Monk. Monk is now putting on his inimitable inks, and we're looking good. I like it. I'm enjoying this one immensely. And then we go over to Mike. Mike is doing a very buxom young lass. Looks like he's doing a bust or down to the.
I'm wondering if I should abandon my my trio here. I don't know. Too much time I got left.
Well,
how much time do we have?
We have about an hour and 30 minutes, 35 minutes.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm getting a little fast, but okay. Then I can really do a nice job.
Yeah, just take your time, but don't take too much time.
Yeah. Finding that sweet spot, huh?
That's right. Then we have, let's go over to Josh Spencer.
Yeah.
I think it looks good. It's a little sketchy currently, but he's putting in the inks, and we'll see
What you talking about, Will?
What you talking about, Willis? And then let's go over finally to Vic. Vic is also, I'm not sure what that is. Is that seaweed on her boobs? I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Maybe it's ice
Well,
cream.
it's going to be.
Is it ice cream?
Oh, that's even better. I like that.
Don't say what it is.
I can tell you from experience that ice cream can be very fun at times. Let's move on to the chat after that comment. What we got going on here? Not too much talk going on in the chat tonight. We got Carl's Amateur Hour.
Carl!
Carl, why aren't you in here, Carl? I sent you a link, Carl.
Carl.
Oh,
Carl.
Carl says that Doug has a heart of gold. And this is true. Doug is a good guy, and hence can sometimes be dirty. At least they're not covered in blood.
My people.
Gorgon emissary, the Virgin Prince versus the Chad in boots. Oh, right on. Okay, there you go. And then Carl's Amateur Hour, nubbies. That's what he's referring to. He likes that. Jay Garza, I'm listening and peeking in. All right, Jay Garza. You should be on the panel, but maybe you got another panel that's more enticing.
or pressing.
Or oppressing.
Oppressing, yeah.
Because everything is oppressing today. Currently, we have 9 people watching, 12 likes. Thank you. And knock on wood, we have 0 dislikes. Fantastic. Anybody want to share this out? That'd be great. Also, if you want to sub to the channel, that would be super duper fine. I'm trying to get myself up to 1,000, and it's slowly eking away. I probably should do more content during the week instead of just one thing a week. I think that would probably be amenable to me moving upward, but we'll see. I have a life that presses in on me often, so yeah, there you go.
It happens.
It does happen on a regular basis with me. So I come home and I think maybe I should do like a little stream, just me palavering, and then I get on my bed next to my computer and I'm just like,
For me, it's the couch.
yeah, catch that too. Back to the panel. Let's see what Selena's doing. Nice watercolors. Nice. I like that.
Thank you.
And some excellent stuff like that. She does for the piece she did, there was a little bit of watercolors on that. Very much enjoyed that. Let's go over to Claire. And Claire has given us her icon. Apparently she's gone to the loo.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to. My phone was kind of acting like it's overheating, so I'm just trying to see where I'm at.
That's why you always have to have one of those cold packs and you stick it on that.
I know, right? Okay, is it back?
Not yet. It's all right. Just keep drawing. It's not a big deal.
I hate that. Okay, ongoing call.
Just let it cool off. It needs to cool off.
Okay. Oh, here I am.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. All right, I'm just gotta keep going.
Super. We got Humble. Humble's giving the young lady a do. Very, very flip. It's got a flip going on. Yeah, fantastic. And Illustrator Monk doing his fine, detailed inking. Very good. The monk
he's quite good at inking.
He's good at just about everything. And then Monk has a distinctive style to his female face. You can always tell when it's a Monk illustration, but it's never not aesthetic, which is wonderful. So yeah. Going over to Mike. Mike's got a smirky girl going on there. She's got very full and very I'm trying to think of a word for those lips. They're very full. Sumptuous. That's a great word. Sumptuous lips.
Perky
lips.
Pouty.
There we go. Oh, that's good.
Or luscious. You can always go for luscious
lips. Yeah, I love luscious lips, but yeah, it's been used to death. So some people would call that cliche, but everybody loves luscious lips nonetheless.
Luscious lips.
Got Spencer working on a hair. This girl looks like she has dark hair.
I'm blanking on what color hair to do, but we'll see.
There's a
nope. I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
Red hair.
This doesn't necessarily have to be human entirely. You could have all kinds of colors. You could have polka dot hairs. All kinds.
If you wanted to, that's true. Yes, but there's an attack on gingers, so
there is.
Yeah. And
poor gingers.
Vic is.
I love gingers. Gingers is the best.
He's got like his character. These are his characters. So one of the girls has a cross on her eye, and I'm not sure the name of these characters.
This one is Medica with the cross on her eye.
She's cross-eyed.
Yeah, well, she's our medical officer. She's red cross-eyed, right?
Yes.
And this is Cammy. She's our pilot for the extractors. And over here, peeking in, just kind of surprised that he's getting a quick view. Is Switchback. He's our four-armed alien. Yeah. So
Where's the fishing? Oh, there's the fishing. I see it. He's got some sort of octopi or whatever that is.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Moving back to the chat, let's see what's happening in the chat. Hopefully, I've gotten some people messing about. I like to have people messing about in the chat.
Cause mischief.
That's right. Flit Amaranth. What happens when a rogue detective investigates monsters terrorizing his city? Find out in Tales of Shadow, Vox Populi. Sounds good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Arr.
Carl retweeted the link. Justice for the Gingers. Yep, this is true.
Wait, Carl has a webcomic.
Yeah,
Carl, shill that stuff.
that's right. What's wrong with you, Carl? What are you doing? You're not even on the panel, and you're not even chilling. You're not doing. You're just sitting there on the chat. Come on.
What do you even do?
That's right, Carl. Next time I give you a link, I expect you to show up. All right, Flit Amaranth, save the gingers, end the ginger erasure now. I agree. Blue-eyed gingers are the smallest.
Oh my god, and they're hot.
And they're very appealing.
Oh,
Some of them.
gosh.
Some, yes.
Well, it's like it can either go incredibly good or incredibly bad.
Yeah, it's like it's an either or thing. There's like no middle ground. There's just the lines where you're like, whoa, and then the other one's like, whoa.
It's whoa for a different reason. Here we go. Oh, a little more pink. Since it's kind of a green background.
I always
oh.
I really do. Gorgonite Emissary and Ginger's Lives Matter. This is true. Remember, they don't have souls. Yep, this is the sad thing about gingers. They do matter.
Was that South Park? That was South Park, right?
South Park.
Yeah.
Rumble Terrier is in the house. Nice to have Rumble in. He says my life is at 69. 69, dude. Okay.
Man.
Matthew Rice, Flit. That is a great tagline. Indeed, it is. Flit is great at doing that. This is why we love Flit. Matthew Rice, thank you with the $sign. Carl, LOL, I'll get the link for the webcomic right now. You better, man. What are you doing?
Or else.
Demon Christmas. This is why I have this program. Just screw around and don't pimp your shit. All right. What Amaranth? Carl, what's your comic, bro? What is your comic? And then Matthew Rice says, just Rumble. And then Carl says, Wholegrave. It's a web comic on Tapatastic. Tapatastic? Yeah. Fantastic.
Oh, awesome.
So, get links for
it has pirates and airships.
Oh,
and
pirates and airships. Are they naked pirates? That's my favorite one. Naked pirates and airships.
It's mostly been a sausage fest, but.
Oh, what? Get out of here!
Telling everybody, if you're gonna do,
that's why he's not invited to this stream. That's why.
Airships.
I'm sorry, guys, stop! I need to draw.
Just a little bit. Don't cover them in armor. This is boring.
Oh gosh.
I have to say though, I do like the armor of a Warhammer 40k. So if you want to put a Space Marine or a Sister of Battle on there, I'm down with that.
Yay!
8 people watching currently. I'm chasing people away because we had 11 or 12 at once, but we do have 15 likes, so that's nice. People come back.
There's a lot of content on right now. It's oh no, what do we do?
I'm fighting against drawn and quartered, and I'm like, yeah.
My gosh!
Oh really? Oh yeah.
And the author of Kiri, Matt C. He's got something. It's all over the place. It's like, oh, what do I do? What do I do?
Well, I was just on Drawing Talk right before we started, so yeah, there's a lot happening today.
I've been trying to find I've been not thinking about going to Thursday, but then I'd be running competition with Professor Geek. I'm just like, damn it. And then, so I don't know what's on Friday, and I don't know how many people would show up on Friday because it's Friday. I mean, what are you going to do? You're sitting at home and twiddling your thumb and drawing? No, you're out doing stuff Friday night.
I'm not out drinking. I'm pregnant.
Mike Miller's.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Do you know what the child will be?
Not yet. It's about only 10 weeks and it's like 4 days,
Oh.
I think. Oh, yeah, but
People who go,
Awesome.
we just have a surprise. I'm like, well, you're idiots because you should plan. You know,
oh yeah, no. We're gonna find out probably just because you do need a plan.
like kids. If you can plan stuff with kids, you should plan stuff with kids. And no, it's gonna be a surprise. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever.
I think that's just like, I don't know. And besides, everybody wants to know. Or then you get the ones that's like, oh, it's a little early to put gender norms on them, and it's like.
I know those people.
That's why
You want
you
to
carry
confuse
your
them.
beliefs, for those people. Just point it in their direction and push the button.
Yes,
Make
push
them-
all the buttons.
Yeah.
Just no.
All right. Can you guys talk amongst yourselves? I need to deal with something.
All right. Well, I'm trying to remember who has what. Am I in the photo here? I guess I am.
You mean the camera?
Yeah. I'm just trying to make sure I've got everything.
Maybe it needs to come up a little more.
Like here?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Now I
I'm
can see better.
I think what it is. I think what's overheating my phone is that there's so many people on it, so it's like it's mad at
I didn't
me.
even know you could do this from your phone.
Yeah, whenever I do you have an iPhone?
No, I have a Google phone.
Okay, because whenever I use Hangouts with my iPhone, it's just the battery gets eaten up
Oof.
like nothing.
Yeah, so it might be. That's the other reason I'm going so fast, because I know that mine might die beforehand. I was trying to use my Surface 3, but apparently it's like the camera doesn't work. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's a freaking camera. Or Google Hangouts. They're probably trying to get rid of Google Hangouts. I know it's
think they
coming.
are. Yeah.
It's
Aw,
like,
damn it.
It's the end of August. So we're gonna find some other way of doing things. But yeah.
Mhm.
well, if it's just talking, Discord's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I just don't like Discord. And then
Did you guys see that news report on Discord?
Oh,
It said
what
it was
now?
a Nazi haven or something.
Oh, damn.
Everything is Nazis to these people. What
They have, like,
isn't?
A million dislikes or something.
They're just ancient dinosaur media that needs to die in Minecraft. Well, what am I saying? It's media. It's a dying dinosaur in the tar pits.
I know, right?
you have a Google Pixel?
Yeah.
What gen?
I think it's 3, I believe.
And that I have to say that I had a Google Pixel 1, and it started out good, and then it just deteriorated. It's not a great. I don't recommend Google Pixels at all. Not to be harsh on your phone, but
No, it's fine. I mean, I the other ones lasted for a while, but it's not like the best company either. So
yeah, I had a Note 2 a long time ago, Galaxy Note 2, and then I was going to upgrade to a Note 7, and then they started exploding on people,
Damn.
And so I had to pick another phone, and it ended up being the Google Pixel because that was like the high end at the time, and I was not happy with it. So when that phone actually died on me, I went and got a Note 8, and now that's what I have.
how long did you have it for, out of curiosity?
The Note 2 or the Google Pixel?
The Pixel phone.
Okay, well, I had the Pixel phone for about 3 years. I had the Note 2 for about 7.
It seems like that was how long the other phone was. I think it's just my husband just hates Apple more than he hates Google.
Yeah,
Mine hates Apple too.
Well, the Pixel actually it ran down really fast. Like I got the the Note 2 way back in, I believe it was 2011 or 2012.
Yeah, I don't like to switch phones over. I just for my other one when it was starting to go, we just got a new battery for it because we buy ours unlocked, which is kind of cool because you can use the phone after whatever. But anyway,
Well, one of the nice things I like about the Note 2 is they have that stylus on it, so you can actually do pretty nice drawings with it if you have skill. I don't, but I still like to screw around. So we have 9 people watching now. 15 minutes. Let's go back to the panel real quick. I'm very warm currently. I'm hoping that the sun is finally going down, that the ground heat will go away. Please, for goodness sakes.
okay, there we go.
Let's see. Just for curiosity's sakes. Raquel says if we could have gotten Raquel on, we would have had parody. But she said one of these days she'll get it back together again. So too bad we couldn't get Raquel. Then Jim Orley says, I keep missing these. Darn it, Jim. All right.
These are the biggest breasts I've ever drawn.
They're the biggest breasts? You know, that's nice.
Yeah. I just realized that. Breast this big on any figure.
Do we have an award we can give him?
That's right.
The best breast award.
Breast,
Not as hard as I thought it would be, I guess.
That's what she said.
Woo! That's what they all say.
Take some pills for that then. It's not a good sign.
Keep talking. I'm currently sending a DM to our friend Jim Orley, who couldn't make it tonight.
Bluechew.com.
I'd like to have him on because he's really good. So I will try to get him on.
How much do we have, Jim?
You currently have an hour and about 10 minutes, about an hour and 8 minutes or so.
Okay.
I said I'd go till 10 after the hour, so that'd be 10 after 11 for me. And then, yeah. So we're doing all right. You guys are doing pretty dang good, I think.
Did you say we have 10 minutes?
No, it was like an hour and 8 minutes.
Man.
Right.
So which one of you guys is anybody some young artist? Who is that?
That's me, Mike.
We can hear you, Mike. Why did you ask me that?
I didn't know this is my first time.
I can completely hear you, man.
Is it too loud? Maybe.
No, you're fine.
It's all good.
You sound like you're in a cave a little bit, but that's all right.
He's drawing in the bathroom.
Oh.
I don't know why.
So, Selena, are you done?
No, I'm adding like the finishing touches to like the bubble breasts and the hair.
Nice. So, are when you're done with this, are you willing to sell this to somebody who might want it?
Sure, whoever wants it, yeah.
All right. So,
Or
if you guys like this and like Selena's style, you may be able to commission her to do something, or you may be able to pick up this original art. That would be awesome. And anybody on the panel probably is willing to do that as well. You know, so if anybody's listening to this either now or subsequently, look them up. We'll try to get their information out there before the end of the show. We've got Claire working on diligently on her thing. So is that a what's she sitting on?
She's just sitting in water.
Oh, okay, I see. Those are lily pads. I see. Yeah.
So she found the one couple of lily pads. There's probably supposed to be more, I think.
Cool.
But it's like, I need to find a manual sharpener because this is getting down to the nubbins.
They should. Did you have buy a set? They usually have a set. come
Oh, I got like an electrical one, but I don't think that would be very nice. Go in the middle of the
with? You brought this for.
Do it. Do it.
All
I'm
right.
getting back in my color pencils. I really like it. What's it, actually, that's a good question. What's your favorite medium usually to work in? And everyone can tell us that.
I use digital a lot mostly, but my favorite probably is just like pen and ink. But it's just, I don't like using it a lot because it's just once it's done, it's done. And
Nice.
you make a
Watercolor for
mistake
me.
and- yeah.
Yeah, Selena likes the watercolor. And Illustrator Monk obviously likes pencils and ink, and then when he adds the color, it's do you usually use colored pencils?
I use watercolors or digital for color.
Okay, there you go. And then we got Mike. Mike's he's coming along. It's a very fit frame that young lady has.
Amazonian. My favorite medium is, I guess, pencil, but I think oil paint is kind of more fun. It just takes a lot longer to get things done with that.
And Josh Spencer here. He's got a little over an hour, Josh, to finish up your triple treat. See how that goes. Josh is pretty quick when he gets to it. Does some good art. And we've got Vic over here doing his characters, and they're looking very attractive.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm a traditional guy, pencil and ink. I'm trying to learn digital because that seems to be the wave of the future.
Well, it is. It allows you a lot of facility to get it to somebody quick without like the scanning and all that business. But I think traditional is great too. I mean, there's always that hard copy in traditional that you can sell if you need to. Whereas with digital, most people don't want to print, no matter how nice it is, unless you like put it on like a campus and box it or something like that.
You just got to be bougie and be
Right.
like,
What was that?
I said, just be bougie and be like, I only work in reels. There's no prints. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Oh, yeah. You could always
Wow,
do it in chalk on the sidewalk and then take photographs of it, and then say, it'll be there until the next rain.
I recently did a charcoal drawing that was pretty good.
You did that?
Yeah,
How'd that go? What was it of?
the charcoal portrait.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I hadn't done one in a long time, but it works out pretty good.
This friend of mine, he's a good artist, and he likes to work on black velvet. And I know that's chintzy for some people, but he does these just gorgeous black velvets. They're not like fast and quick. He knows how to use the medium and the canvas itself, not the canvas, but the velvet, and knows how to do like techniques to make interesting things happen with it.
That just sounds elaborate to me, like just, painting on fabric. Oof.
Well, like it was a big thing in like the 70s, like black velvet paintings, and for a while there, like bullfighting on black velvet was a big deal. Like there was a lot of it, and you could see it. I mean, I went to my Mexican relatives, and they had this big old black velvet canvas bullfight in their house at the time, and I always remember that. So,
was
nice.
it? Where was it mostly? I guess I'm just trying to figure out when the technique was really developed.
I'm not particularly sure when that happened. I just know that it's been done. I mean, Elvis on a black velvet was a thing for quite a while. They'd have Elvis and
a lot of clowns too.
Yeah, a lot of clowns.
Oh, yes, clowns. Yeah.
So, yeah, the ones I really remember though were the bullfighting ones. So, anyway.
Hey Jimmy, did you narrate your Indiegogo trailer?
Yes, that was me.
Oh, okay. Is that like I thought that was like a professional guy you hired.
No,
Like that.
I have when I have a chance to kind of do the takes the way I want them, I can make myself sound pretty good. At least
Yeah.
where my timbre is. But I'm not one of those people who are really fast moving out of like accents and that. I'm not really super glib. I tend to have to think my words out a little bit more, as opposed to somebody say like Matt Murs, who's really really quite good on the mic. I have a good sounding. I do know I have a fairly good sounding timbre to my voice.
Yeah,
But
you got the voice for it for sure.
People can hire you.
I'm not. I'm definitely not like a one take artist. Say like I'm blanking on the guy's name. The guy used to do the movie voice in World. That sort of thing.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
No, well, no, I don't even think he did his in one take. It's usually takes a little bit longer.
He was called the One Take Wonder.
He was. Oh, okay.
Don
You can do that.
the name of the guy.
You
And
have the voice.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But and I realize that I'm lucky to have the rich timbre of my voice, but I do and ah a lot, so it is what it is.
What was it? I was listening to YouTuber Isaac Asimov. It's Isaac Author. He does a lot of like speculative sci-fi technology and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And what's interesting is he's a guy who has a slight speech impediment, so it kind of has a slight, like, it sounds like a slight slur. But what happened was he would do the voices, and then he got a reader at one point, and everybody's like, "No, we don't want it. We want you. We want you," and with a speech impediment and all. And I think it's just because a lot of, especially on YouTube, people like things that sound kind of genuine. It adds this kind of interesting character to it.
That's true. I mean, if you have a specific kind of voice, people are going to gravitate to it, or they're going to dislike it. But if you have to have a way to present yourself that people enjoy. You're going to find that niche, and people are going to, and you're going to get a following. Some people may never, cotton to it, but that's the way it is. I'm going back to the chat here real quick. We got Jim O'Reilly. Jim O'Reilly said he couldn't. He missed the time to get on the show. Jim's a great artist. Excuse me. Sorry, I missed a link. Maybe next week I will join in. What are you working on? And we're working on wet women. Yeah. He says, I think this is the most breastises I've seen drawn on a live stream. That's the idea, Jim. It's that's what we do here. And booty. Yeah. Beautiful work here, folks. I'm going to break all my crayons now while curling up in a ball in the corner and crying.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that. You got to keep working.
Yep.
Don't get discouraged.
Yeah, Jim's art's not bad at all.
And also, not only that, I'm sure if I saw other artists, I would be crying too. But you just like, if Ethan Van Sciver decided to drop in, I would be like, oh, forget it.
Yeah.
Well, you'll always miss if you don't try.
See, the thing is, like, I don't mind if the art is amateurish. I mean, if like stick figures, I have a problem with it. Like, why are we looking at stick figures? But if it's somebody doing their best to achieve something, then I don't have a problem with somebody coming and doing it on any stream per se. I think that it's the only way people get better and get feedback, and that's a good thing. It's just when people start getting mean about stuff that I get a little bit annoyed.
Holy cow! But what was it? Sim. He does Blood Hunt. I'm blanking on Pontier. It's something French. He's French Quebecian. But but I was on a stream and it was just us two, and he was giving me a lot of, because we had like zombie Hulk. Oh my gosh, I was like, I'm gonna die. This is not gonna work. And he was showing me like really quick different ideas of how to do it, and it was like, oh yes. But of course, people will be like, oh, that's mansplaining. And it's like, that's how guys show affection, dang it.
Yes.
Well, I mean, generally, if we're trying to help you fix something, it means we give a shit. If we don't say
Yes.
anything,
You don't like him.
yeah, we're not wasting our time on it. I mean, that's when feminists say that, then they're just saying, well, we don't want anything that you have to give us. And then, well, then most guys are going to be like, well, fine then.
Screw you.
Yeah, I mean, they took it to a they took it to an
They
extreme,
sound
like
so
a man
happy.
just assuming that a woman doesn't know how to change a tie.
What was that?
That would be mansplaining to me.
Well, I mean, if
Well,
somebody's like
if
being
a man was trying to,
go ahead.
oh, sorry,
No, go
I
ahead.
was just saying, you know, like Sim sharing art knowledge isn't mansplaining, you know. Like if he just assumed that she didn't know how to change oil in her car, that would be mansplaining.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
I mean, like there is something like
I barely know how to do that correctly, so they would be accurate in that assessment.
well, again, like there have been times when somebody said, "Well, I know that," and I'm like, "Oh, okay," you know, that's all you generally have to say, you know. And if somebody continues to be like obnoxious, then he's just a dickhead, you know.
Yeah, I've had women like get annoyed at me because it's like, I know that already. You're mansplaining. Like this was a couple of years ago, and I was like, well, there's stuff I don't know. Jeez, like if someone told me something that I already knew, I'd be like, oh yeah, I knew that already, or something, you know. But there's stuff I don't know, and I'd like them to tell me so I can learn.
Right.
You know.
I'm going to go back to the chat real quick here. We have Simon actually in Sim here.
Oh my gosh.
He is in the chat. So you probably heard that there, Blair. But you know, that's not much. And then we have Zach Hawkins has made his appearance. Watched a video one time of someone painting an Elvis on black velvet with Cheeto crumbs. It was amazing. That one.
Ooh.
Amazing, actually. Him eating like a banana and what was it? A banana and peanut butter sandwich
With honey.
and with honey. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I thought it was also like mayo or something weird. There was some weird element.
Peanut butter?
No. It was like fried. Like the breads, or no, it was like French toasted almost, but it wasn't toasted. It was like something. It was like grilled.
Butter?
I can't. Like it was grilled in butter on each side. And that's what it was. It was probably the bacon.
Ooh.
I have no idea, but I'm sure that
peanut butter, bacon,
very, very delightful. Flit Amaranth, illustrator monk. You know him, you love him, and you can see more of his amazing work in Tales from Stacks in demand on Indiegogo. Indeed, he is doing amazing work on one of the stories. You should go and back that today if you haven't done that. Flit Amaranth also says, you like action, you like aliens, you like hardcore comics style of the 90s, then you're going to love The Extractors. Get it on Indiegogo now. Yeah, check that out. And that's from our friend Vic over here. It's his comic. And then Jay Garza says, you'll see the new female Ninja Turtle. Have y'all seen the new female Ninja Turtle?
Oh, don't get me started.
Wait,
Yeah,
that's a
same here.
thing?
Yeah,
For some reason, existed.
for some reason,
It does.
like Wolverine claws.
Isn't it called the character called Venus or something?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It should be Venus de Milo if it's going to go with the theme.
I saw that like more than 5 years ago. I could have sworn.
Okay, people, wish me luck. I'm gonna try to ink over the top.
Luck.
Ink over the top. She's going.
This is gonna. I actually like this. This is like something like a 250, the Hobby Lobby thing, and it's like the only ink I really like because it's like it captures that sketchiness because my style has a little bit of like a sketchy quality, and whenever I would ink it, it would just be like ugh, it would like lose some vitality to it. So gotta just experiment.
I'm always
Can
good.
you show us the pen that you're using?
Oh sure. Let me get it close enough. It's this one, the
It's Japanese.
Brush Sig Art. It's Brush Sign Pen Artist. It's by Pentel. And it was like it wasn't like super expensive, but it's very some people said it was hard to maneuver, and there is a little bit of that, but I like it because you can get like these tiny little strokes, so you could build it up if you want to.
Yeah.
For me, it's more of I like that sketchy quality.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to do this to kind of sharpen a few things here and there.
No, it looks like an awesome brush. Or
Yeah.
pen.
Yeah, it's a brush pen. I found it, and I'm like, oh, I really like this.
Humble, what are you doing? What are you doing, Humble? Humble.
Painting in a sake glass?
It looks like a craft. Are you painting a craft?
Yeah, I'm painting this thing. Just sticking in a few flats.
Fantastic. How you doing? You're very quiet tonight. Why are you so quiet?
Me?
Yeah.
Usually I get in the zone and I don't notice anything.
Okay. Plus, you got big boobs you're having to deal with. I understand.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you almost made me do a spit take.
These ones are about to poke me.
Terrible.
Don't drink on this. It will come up your nose.
However, a great headrest watching a movie. I like that. So, anyway, moving on to Illustrator Monk. Look at that. He's adding the surf. Very nice in color. Very nice. We like that. What's up on top of the board there, man?
I made the logo a fish with a hook.
Oh,
So I got the fishing in there.
very good. Incorporation of fishing. See, this is what we're talking about. You can do it. You can do it without actually having to do literal fishing. You can just do a little something. Yeah, excellent. We got Mike here. He's working on the young lady. Is she naked?
No, she has a swimsuit on.
Oh, dude, you had to do naked. That's all right.
Oh, even I had to. Okay.
All right, Mike. I don't think you heard the rules. That's okay. Keep going. Yeah, the theme tonight was that they had to be naked and you had to obscure the naughty bits with something. So
Oh, okay.
you obscure the naughty bits with clothing, which is
Yeah.
still good. We like the girl. She looks good. We're not giving you a hard time about that at all. Just about the rules.
Oh, I'm not worried.
Josh Spencer. See, Josh Spencer has all kinds of nudity going on here. Just you can't see the stuff. He's covered it up. Look. Oh, the neighbor is upset because you can't see it all.
No, that's not what's going on.
What
I
is
don't know if
going?
you can tell. So there's little skulls over here.
Oh,
so
it's like sirens.
Yeah, sort of like sexy sirens, and they're gonna kill this
Uh-oh.
guy.
Like nerd Ulysses.
He's screwed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, perfect.
Who's got somebody has crickets.
Oh, that'd be me.
Sounds like a bird.
All right. We're going to give Mike a hard time until he comes back and does it right.
I'm erasing it.
Now, how are you going to obscure it?
He'll figure it out. He's got great imagination. I trust him.
The obscurest spell.
She's going to grab some seashells from the seashore real quick and put them over her breast.
All right. Let's go back to the panel. Or excuse me, the chat. see if there's been any more palaver on the chat.
What mischief have they got up to?
What mischief? Not too much. You guys need to talk more. We only have 8 people watching, and you need to talk. That's what I.
I can't talk and draw at the same time.
I'm talking to the chat.
Yeah. The chat is kind of shy.
They're shy tonight. We have 8 people watching. We have 17 likes, and we have Selena Hernandez saying breastage.
Yep.
I've tried to
Did I
make them
spell it
pretty
right?
big myself.
Earl says bikinis are strictly unconstitutional tonight. This is true. This is not a right on the Bill of Rights. No bikinis. No.
I'm
No.
sorry,
Bikinis.
I was being a communist.
I'm just.
That was ruining my freedom.
Flitter Amaranth said, I saw IDW used Tumblr OC from 2 years ago.
Oh, it was. And it was somebody who recently transitioned. So
Was that for what?
the person that came up with the female Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay.
Jenica?
So yeah, it's
Jenica, yeah.
it's a diversity hire.
Oh,
Which
right.
sucks because it's like normie people who happen to be trans now have to like have that kind of BS going on, and they're just trying to do their thing. Let's see,
Well,
do I
if I'm
really-
right, it's Sophie Campbell, and she's actually a really good artist.
Flit Amaranth has a message for you, Marty. He says, "You got your mic working right tonight, Marty. Don't let it go."
Thank you.
That's what he's saying. Since it works, talk. Get in the mix, baby. That's what he's
I
saying.
feel naughty because I
Sweet.
took her clothes off.
You feel naughty? You should. We're in the Cheesecake Challenge.
Uh-oh.
If you like Josh Spencer's art, and you do, check out his cover work on Niobe, now live on Indiegogo. That's Flit Amaranth doing his best at modding.
Thanks, Flip.
Gorgonite Emissary, bikinis equal communism. This is true for tonight, anyway. Otherwise, I love bikinis. But tonight, no bikinis. All right.
The bikinis are banned.
The bikini band, that's right.
Even
No
nipple.
one pieces either. 8 people watching now, 17 have liked. Maybe we can get it up to 20. Maybe, who knows? We'll see.
We've gotten it higher before.
We got it to 25 once. Didn't we? Maybe we got higher. We did pretty good one night it was all right. Zach Hawkins says, free the tatas. Yes.
Most of that is just like, I don't know, 4chan trying to get people naked half the time. They're always conspiring.
I don't know. Like, there's some place there have been some feminist events where there's like hundreds of people naked, and then there was like one down in Argentina where these naked women were dancing around in front of some big government building, and there was a whole bunch of them. I'm like,
It's a trap. It's a trap.
why are you doing that? I mean, if guys did that, they'd get
There's
arrested.
a
Female
big,
privilege.
There's a big
Mhm.
movement even up in,
What are you saying, Mike? What's up, Vic?
I'm sorry. I think I was talking over somebody.
No, go ahead.
I couldn't hear somebody speaking. It was very, very low level of volume.
I was agreeing with her. She said that guys wouldn't be allowed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Crypto Comics has shown up in the chat. He goes, I forget that Jimmy streams because he never invites me anymore. Fine, I'll invite you.
Oh.
Carl says, bubbles equal capitalism.
What?
Yes, because capitalism, we do have bubbles that burst occasionally. Everybody knows. 1 second. Let me give Matt the link so he can come in and annoy me. That would be wonderful. Everybody know Matt?
Hey, Matt.
Hi.
I don't know.
Matt's a nice man, except when he's not.
All right, how much time do we have left now?
We have 40 minutes.
40 minutes. I hope my phone lasts that long. I'm trying to see if there's something else I can add to it.
Just have fun with it, you know?
Yeah. Well, I added like this sparkly stuff, like showing that she's wet, like her hair is down. And I added a little bit with this stuff, this Presto stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Reagan, who does he doesn't have it out yet, but he's always drawing it on streams. It's kind of it's an anthro book, but it has like Studio Ghibli, like influences of Studio Ghibli, a bunch of other stuff. It's really cool looking. Redwall, kind of more of themes there, and he said, "This is for me when I was younger and a lonely 8-year-old in in a rural area." And that's who he's made it for. And I was like, it looks really sick.
Links.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm blanking on the name right now. I hate that because people say, I want to do sword and sorcery. And then I couldn't remember Adriana at all.
I love sword and sorcery.
Yeah. And I was
want
like,
to do a sword and sorcery book.
there's people are saying, is there, Comicscape ones that have that one? I don't know. Mine is so weird. I don't know if it would work. Oh, you know what? I like this.
Vic, you went black. Why did you go black, Vic?
Once you go black, you don't go back.
My phone even.
Black.com.
Now he's like kind of off-white. All right, he's back. And we can see that there's some bubbly suds on strategically placed. Thank you very much. And
Suds.
I don't know if we're going to get Matthew in the panel, but I gave him a link just because he comes in and he talks a lot.
Yeah, are you just trying to get more people to talk?
No, it's just Matt makes it more entertaining when I get like boring. You know how it is.
I do know how it is. It's always just,
Yeah.
Always boring.
Oh, you know what? I like this idea.
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Okay, so Gorgonite Emerson says, "Why did you go black, Slick Jimmy, 2019?"
Oh, someone is gonna go full Monty and be like, yeah, I'm trans black now.
Yeah.
That was like a Key and Peele episode, wasn't it? It was like a black guy that said he was white or something.
Well,
You seen that?
Yeah.
Back when they were good,
Yeah.
before they became woke.
Foot Amaranth, Twitter got you salty. Well, maybe
Yeah,
a
even
little
they
sugar
can't
in your life.
be what they used to be.
Head on over to IGG and pick up a copy of Little Girl Lethal. I fully endorse that since it's my book.
I don't like the new Twitter layout. It's confusing me.
Yeah, it's weird.
Thank you. Yeah.
They do that every
We
so
get
often.
all
Is
upset
it?
because all the political.
Jack Dorsey. Did you guys see that Joe Rogan, Jack Dorsey podcast?
Oh my gosh. It just, man. I'm like, go.
What did you think of that?
Go pool, just go for it.
Yeah.
It's like if I had to have a journalist, and most of the time I'll be like, no, and it's like, oh, it's Tim Pool, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care if I'm like, we could be fighting the entire time, but I trust that he's not going to do something stupid.
Well, I like Tim Pool, and I think that I could actually be friends with the guy. But every once in a while, he says things I'm like, dude, you're an idiot, and then I'll go back.
Of course, but at least he's not lying about it. I think that's more offensive. Is when they lie about it.
Yeah,
or pretend.
We got 8 watching. We have 18 likes. That 8 just seems to be sitting there, and people keep either they I don't know, just 8 at 8.
Like I said, I think it's probably because maybe it's later, so people at least want to show like support.
Well,
but they can't stay up all night.
I appreciate that people show up. Weirdly enough, though, the most we ever had was late. It was a late night show. So
That's kind of the weird thing too. It's like sometimes it's like when it's super late and it's like it's quiet enough, or maybe the babies are asleep and you can finally put something salacious on. I don't know.
This is the adults only
salacious.
YouTube.
Maybe we
Salacious.
should put this on
Salacious
like a porno
cheesecake.
channel or something.
Very
Salacious
salacious. Very salacious indeed.
That's right.
That's what I do.
Yeah, that's what you do for a living.
Or would porno say we're not good enough?
Oh, I think my husband would be happier if I could do something to that effect. He's like, well, it's like, you'd make more money. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah. Well, you ever heard of Olivia DeBartis? Is that her last name? Olivia. She's made a living off of salacious, beautifully rendered stuff for what? Almost 40 years now.
What's her name?
Olivia.
You see, go ahead.
Oh yeah, she was big in the 80s.
Let me look her up.
Huge.
Olivia DeBartis. I can't remember how to do her last name.
She does Cheesecake, right?
She used to have those calendars, just like Orphan Valley.
See, the problem is
Yeah,
my parents know how to navigate the internet. So if I did something, I know somehow they would find out about it.
That's why you change your name. You go back.
They know my style. I could not know.
Do a nom de plume. Olivia de Berardinis? Yeah, something like that. But she just usually went by Olivia. And she's been doing this stuff for Eva.
I'll have to check it out. Pass it on to me.
Yeah, she was a contemporary with guys like Boris, you know.
Villaggio.
Vallejo.
Vallejo.
I can say his name because it's like Spanish.
Well, I just because
Italian mixed
when
together.
I was a kid, you know, I didn't know how to pronounce any of this stuff, so and I just always mispronounce it wrong, even though I know how to do it properly.
Well, yeah, there you go. She's like contemporary with like Royo as well, Louis Royo.
I used to be into that guy's work.
I still like his. It's really beautifully done, but he's such a pompous prick.
But does he have the talent for it? That's the question.
Well, he's very talented. I mean, he's still doing stuff, but like he did a couple of books where he'd like put in his poetry, and it was like it was just terrible poetry. And he put it with his his artwork, and his artwork's great. But then you just be like, oh, dude, don't do that. Just let your art speak.
That's why I'm terrified to try to do that, because the writing part is like the hardest part, I think, for me. That's like
writing is an art as well as art.
Right, and I'm slightly dyslexic.
Well, you can overcome that. I did myself, so I mean, it's not necessarily a complete impediment to doing good writing. Writing takes for me, it's one of those things like I'll put something down and I have a good idea, and then I look at it a little while later, and I either add stuff or I just think it's like just trash, and I'm like, what was I thinking?
So it's almost like marinating.
Yeah, I mean, you let something sit for a while after you've not looked at it, and often you can find the flaws pretty well. So, it's a process. Writing is definitely a real process, and you got multiple drafts. Anybody who says they can one off a first draft, well, I think they're full of bullshit.
Well, we all know Professor Geek would just be like, "No, this looks terrible. What is this?" Like in a nice way, not in a mean way, but he would be like, yeah, this it needs more work. It needs more work, in his usual helpful way. But it just is patience. It's different type of patience. With art, you get to see it like right away. I think is the difference.
This is true. I mean, with art, a lot of times it's either love it or you hate it outright. Um, I've read stuff before that I didn't like upon the first reading, and then I read it later or either after. When I was younger, I'd read stuff and I think this is just boring and stupid. And then I read it later in my life, and I realized I didn't have the experience and the wisdom to understand what I was reading at the time. And then often now, like stuff that I liked when I was young, I read it and I'm just bored with it because it's not meant for me. You know, I'm too old, and a lot of what enticed me was I was young and it was meant for young people. So there is that sort of thing. Writing and what you are drawn to changes over time. I like to read stuff like Victor Hugo, which a lot of people think is just overly done writing. People don't realize that the reason why it's so overly done is because they didn't have televisions and internet and shit. That's
Right.
you'd read a novel.
You'd have to describe everything that's going on and okay, what's the context and stuff like that.
Right,
It
when he
does.
spent 4 pages describing candlesticks, you're like, why the hell was he doing that? And then later on, you find out these candlesticks really mean a whole lot.
Oh yeah, or the one that's pretty notorious for that is Dostoevsky.
Yeah.
Holy Toledo, he takes forever. It's so gorgeous. That's the thing. It's like really beautiful though. It's like this really beautiful, gorgeous like script and prose and like these beautiful little parables in the middle. But it's like I love this, but it's really bogging it down. I'm sorry, man.
Dostoevsky is an amazing writer, but half the time when you're done with these books, you're just like, I'm so depressed.
It's like the.
I don't know. I felt really good after Crime and Punishment. That was a really good one.
Crime and Punishment's a little more cathartic, but like Brothers Karamazov.
Oh my gosh. I'm still working through that one. That one I'm just listening audio. I read the other I read that. It's weird though. I feel like I've become kind of I've gotten more into audio stuff because I'm doing other things, and it's really weird. I don't like it because it's like I want to get back to read again, but I like audio more because it's like, what is wrong with me? What happened?
Do you listen to a lot of podcasts?
Yeah, or YouTube or other things like that, and it's really gotten kind of my interest that way. So I think that's what's happened is like real life happens, and especially like if you have your own kids or other things like that, I could see why that might be what you end up doing. But I'm like, no, I have to be reading for my kids because if I'm reading, they'll read.
Well, I mean, one of the things I worry about in the coming generations is that a lot of people don't read. I mean, they're actually being told not to read the classics because either they're racist or something, colonialist.
Oh, I'm homeschooling my kids. That's not going to be an option.
And the weird thing is if you read these things, like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but when I was younger, my parents spent a little bit of money and got the Encyclopedia Britannica, and you get we got with it. You got the great books. It's this big series of books. And during my 20s and early 30s, I made my way through almost all of them. There are a few of them that were a little so dense that I just got bored with it, or I got annoyed. But most of them I read, and what it did is broaden my understanding of everything. That made me want to go out and find other things like, the seminal books of, say, China or Japan or old stories of Africa and things of what's left of the Aztec and the Mayan cultures, their stories and that sort of thing, so that I had this more broad understanding of world cultures and so forth. And that came out of studying basically my European culture, because I wanted to go broader. And I think that a lot of people now become so insular in their quote unquote their identity culture. You know that they're going to miss so many things because of it, because you're culturally appropriating or whatever, and that makes me sad because you know, when you become an autodidact, it's much more efficient than when somebody's trying to, you know, inculcate something into your brain in a classroom or so forth.
That's all they're doing. Let's be real. It's all about making you an easy voter to vote whatever they want. It's not. It's a slave. It's basically a slave mentality instead of more classical, which was more teaching people how to think, or like when you were a free person in Rome, you would learn Latin, you would learn all these different languages, and then it was more to make sure that your brain was that you could think and you could do whatever you needed to do. So that's my thought.
Well, it's definitely one of those things that I think that it's going to be more personal initiative in days coming, finding out about things. And the weird thing I think is it's so strange for a lot of the generations, like the millennials and Gen Z, they don't dive into this amazing device that they have in their hand. They use it for like social media and that sort of thing. You can find anything. You can understand stuff. You can go read and research and find all kinds of things. Anything you want to think of, and then you can expand that out from that point to a whole bunch of different other things. It's the world at your fingertips. And then at the same time, I'm one of those people that used to say everybody should go to college. Now I don't know if that's true. I think you should educate yourself, because you have the ability to educate yourself pretty easily, and then you need to go travel and broaden your horizons and see that we're pretty damn blessed here, and you shouldn't complain about it. Anyway.
And if you don't recognize it, go away.
Well, you know, I mean, yeah, I mean, and then you got, you know, people like Josh, who lives in a savage land down under.
I've come from a land down under, where the women
I think I'm
flow
finished,
and the
Jimmy.
men plunder.
Are you finished, Josh?
Let's see.
Yeah. Can you see?
I can see. It's very cheeky right there.
What are they baiting?
Well, they're baiting him, you know.
He's
They're
not.
like, they are the bait, and
He's not very colored. He's very not colored.
That's because it's, you know,
Stylized.
Thank you.
All right, I'm just.
Dang it, Jim.
It's beautiful. Well, Josh, you can stick around and jaw with us until 10 past, and then we're going to do the thing. You might win because you have 3 very beautifully.
That doesn't mean anything.
Who knows?
It's all just based on whatever the audience thinks.
Well, our audience is pretty limited right now.
I think I'm pretty good. For me, it's more like I've got it done. I can still talk and practice. So if I win, well, cool. If not, that's cool too.
Yeah. And we got Selena. She seems to be pretty much done. And I think Marty is done.
I've added all that I could.
You've added all that you could?
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Very cute.
She loves the very vibrant colors. Our humble Marty.
Oh, dang it. I was going to do the hair on a different layer so I could switch it on and off.
What?
Not the hair, the covering bits, you know.
Oh, I see.
So I could be like, you know, safe for YouTube, not safe for YouTube.
Yeah, well, you know, YouTube
I don't know.
has the thing, they allow you to do like nudity in art if it's not
Do
like supposedly, but you can't do like, you know, really graphic stuff. But
yeah, I wouldn't imagine.
But I've seen plenty of nude art, but like I don't want to, you know, you have to make
don't upset the YouTube gods.
Well, I do think that this is like a mature, you know, but I personally don't think there's ever been anything done on here that Well, maybe a couple things.
Well, I would say Spencer's kind of pushing it a little bit, just a tad.
Yeah.
This is very educational. It's very mythological.
It's only the butts that are kind of visible. I haven't drawn any nipples.
The butts.
No nipples.
No other parts either.
No other parts.
Well, as long as there's no phalluses or labia, we should be all right.
There's not even any kind of
Well, I know that what was it? Mitch Brightweiser had, I think, or there was a channel that had nudes that you could study, and it was like, it wasn't gross.
Cafe. It was the figure drawings, right?
Oh, my phone might die by 10:45 my time. So, how much more do we have?
So what? We have 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
19 minutes.
19 minutes. Okay, so it's getting pretty low. Let me see. I hate that they got rid of like a phone jack so I could charge it. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Do you have that splitter thing?
I think so, but it's still the same place where I have to charge it.
Oh.
Well, actually, I could probably just charge it. I mean, and do that. It's just to keep it alive long enough. That's it. I don't know. So I think it's done. I'm just trying to see if there's something else I can do. Or not.
I'm gonna go back to the chat for a minute.
Yeah, we're boring.
No, there's been a lot of talk since we left. Zach Hawkins says, actually, the phrase is once you go Zach, you never go back. We're talking about the black.
Oh, no.
That's Zach. He's the king of the dad jokes. But Amaranth, but has anyone ever actually gone Zach? Oh. Zach Hawkins says, I guess I walked into that one. But Amaranth, when are you going to join and draw Zach? And he's working up to it. Zach has told me. Gorgonite Emissary says, bring out something salacious for Hagrid the Hellacious. Oh, yeah. That would be fun. Zach Hawkins, once I work out all the rust, it's been nearly 20 years, I regularly put pen to paper. My warm-ups are starting to look halfway decent again. Well, let's see them, buddy. For Amaranth, I feel like you've been using that excuse for 20 years, big guy. Listen to Shia LaBeouf and just do it. Selena Hernandez, Spencer, those are awesome. I
meant to say inks and colors.
Inks and colors. All right. Jay Garza, when I took up writing for sequential art back at SCAD, our writing teacher only allowed one no per story. Okay, that's a writing joke. Like like Darth Vader. No, that's what he's referring to.
Okay, there I go. Can you hear me?
There, I can hear you.
Okay.
And Zach Hawkins says, I'm working on it, just not ready to do it now to show. Okay. And Jay Garza also, there were no vampires and werewolves allowed. I understand that as well. And now it should be no zombies, for God's sakes, no zombies. I mean, I think Marvel's going back to the zombie well right now, aren't they? Something like that.
They better not. They've already done it.
Marvel and DC are both doing it.
People need to do ghouls. Ghouls eat dead bodies. That's gross. Well, I'm ready to show you, and that's what really matters. That's Flit Amaranth. Flit Amaranth says, and Flit Amaranth might come on the show. I'd like to have him come in. He can do art as well. Zach Hawkins, Georgia boy here, Garza. I almost went to SCAD, then I saw tuition fees. Yeah.
Oh, I almost went to what was it? AI Art Institute, and my mom was like, "I'm sorry, honey, we can't afford that."
Yeah, it's
And it ended up like I heard a lot of like scary things that happened there. So the one time being broke was probably saved me from being even more broke.
in a different way. Zach Hawkins, I appreciate the encouragement, Flit. Yep. We want you to come on, Zach, when you get your shit together. Tomorrow, I considered going to SCAD too, but nah, man, I ain't paying that much for that. This is true. And
And I've
then,
heard like a lot of there's just a lot of like weird stuff going on there.
yeah. Carl says, way to go, Star. Homeschooling for the win. Flit Amaranth, too many schools teach what to think rather than how to think. This
Right.
is completely true. I mean, it used to be different, but it's not anymore, which is very sad because I used to encourage everybody to go to college and try to find what they love. But now you go to college and you come out like a completely different person. That they break your brain. A lot of people.
Mhm.
Not a communist.
And
Right.
oh my
They
gosh.
rob you.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
they
had a
rob you of
friend.
critical thinking.
I had a friend. He basically became a communist by the time he came out, and he was studying theology of all things.
Well,
It's crazy. Jay Garza says, I graduated back in 06. I hate to see what it costs now. Jay Garza says, but yeah, SCAD was way too much. No idea. Around 80K back around 2000. Mini Christmas. Gorgonite Emissary says college equals scam. Today,
Yep.
Or like indentured servitude.
they get debt on you and you never get out from underneath it.
Mhm.
The day I got a debt at 35, I've been debt free ever since. I'm a rich man, even though I'm not a rich man. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, no debt is definitely amazing. I just had a little AA, and my husband he didn't have any college debt, so now we have a lot. Even though there's something to be said about that when you don't do that, or actually, if you want to build wealth in America, you just you finish high school, you get a job, and then you wait till you're married to have kids at 21 or something like that, and you will join the upper middle class eventually.
If you have a little discipline, there is a way to become a millionaire, at least by the time you're 40, if you're smart. And it's just working a regular job and managing your money correctly. It's
Right.
not really that hard. I know several people have done it, and they didn't have a ton of money to start with. So
Was it more of like the 401k?
no, it's more. It's a thing, like you need to learn how to manage your money and be very disciplined, and you need to work very hard and not screw around, and then you set some time apart for some decompression time, like vacations. But you just have to be disciplined. People aren't disciplined anymore. They want what they want when they want it, and they don't have deferred gratification. So, anyway, Zach Hawkins says you could always set the video age restricted and just let the artist go wild, Jimmy. I could do that, but I'm trying to at least have a little bit of decorum. Selena Hernandez on the panel says, regretted college, total waste of money.
Yep.
She's like,
I met Mike. I met Mike there, and believe me, that was he made it worth it. But I do regret going to the American Academy of Art.
Well, finding Mike is worth all the money, right?
He is worth all the money. Yes.
Jay Garza says, if it wasn't for the connections I made at college, I'd feel the same way. But because of it, I have friends all over the world and in multiple fields that can always ask for advice. That's a good thing. GOP Gamer, this stream needs more midgets. Okay. That should be a theme one of these days.
That wasn't the theme.
Naked midgets.
Woo.
Yeah.
Oh my. Midgets gone wild.
Cameron asks GOP, are you volunteering, GOP Gamer? Actually, GOP Gamer has a wonderful singing voice. For any of you want to know that little bit of trivia. Jay Garza, funny fact: SCAD was founded above the largest mosaic library, Masonic library in the U.S. Did not know that. Yeah, and then it says, and all the symbols of the SCAD crest are all related to the Masonic symbolism. Oh, that's devil worship right there.
I don't know. I think there's some, as much as everyone gives Alex Jones stuff, he tends to be kind of like spooky accurate sometimes.
Sometimes. Pablo Romero just showed up in the chat once again. Pablo, nice to have you in the chat. We would love to have you on the stream, but he couldn't tonight. That's fine. But I mean, it is what it is. Pablo, love you, brother. Oh, what time we got? We got 10 minutes. Anybody still working on it, or?
I got like one more color because it just looked like there's a ton of like plain white space in between, and I did not like that.
Hey, Monk.
Yeah.
Really good. I love it.
Thanks.
Monk,
As usual.
Monk, stop being so awesome.
As
Really?
usual.
Stop it. Mike's putting the strategic shells on certain places, and the hair. Yes, he made it work, as we say.
That was my trick, Mike, because I was like, oh, the hair. Okay, that's a good trick.
I'm just too slow at drawing.
I like your face, Mike.
She's got that smirk.
Yeah, you draw good faces.
Thank you, buddy.
And we've got Josh is finished. He's gone for the minimalist coloring tonight.
Yeah.
And we got Vic. He's finishing up his ladies there. Doesn't look like he's going to get a whole lot of color in there, but that's nice. The ladies look good. He's got
They look like they're covered in something, don't they?
Something, indeed.
Yeah, they look like they're really covered in something.
I'm not going to speculate as to what.
What liquid that is, I can't say.
Which one
but
is that?
Vicks.
Maybe this.
Something starting with a B and ending in a khaki.
What?
Oh.
I'm not covered in Scotty.
We'll do some clarification.
If they were covered
Oh,
in
here we go. The blue helps. The blue helps. There we go.
Selena looks like she's done. Very pretty. Very vibrant colors.
I'll spend my last 5 minutes.
And Claire looks like she's finished.
Almost. I'm not quite there yet.
Nope, not quite. Humble, are you done yet? Are you still working on? She's
Yep,
added
just
some
getting the
lips.
lip.
All right, fantastic.
I just have to finish this corner over here, but I can feel that shoulder muscle starting to kill me. I'm like, uh-oh.
Well, be careful. Illustrator Monk looks like he's almost there. I'm not sure his hand passed across, but looks
Yeah,
good.
I'm calling it. I'm done.
For that's one of those ones that's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun there. I like that. Mike has definitely got some rendering skills. We like it. Yeah, very good. Spencer again. Spencer's quiet now. He's gone muted. Must be dealing with either the leaf blower or his roommates.
Wait, what about leaf blowers?
Like they have like, if you hang out with him enough, you'll hear his leaf blower or the lawnmower outside. It sounds like a friggin' didgeridoo for some reason. I think it's just because they're not there.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's interesting. We're down to 6 minutes currently. Going back to the chat.
I just need to finish this one patch of grass. Or else
Manny's in the chat along with Pablo, like I said. Manny must have finished the drawn and quartered. Good to have him here. Mark Rydell is here. Good to see him here. Glad we have 11 people watching currently. 21 likes. We broke 20. Fantastic.
Woo!
Very good. Ooh, 22.
There was boobs and real girls.
Yes. Something that the Drawn and Quartered rarely has women on the panel.
It's a winning combination.
So we're more woke than they are. Then.
Back plus Raquel, we'd have four women.
Parody, gender parody.
I get a woke badge, don't I?
Except you don't have. They won't have the. With the problem with gender parody, it's usually including. What's it called? It usually includes unfortunate inclusion of male feminists, which is
Male
may or may
feminist
not.
equal predator.
They're the best.
Yes.
Sneaky predator, not the ones that are like overt, not like wolves or sharks or bears or tigers.
Chats.
No, they're like the sneaky ones that they're like hyenas that will come up and like hamstring you and then tear into your innards. Yeah.
Like Yasu from the Rising of the Shield Hero.
Hey, by the way, Flint Amrad says, in case y'all didn't know, the Unbreathable Skunk Girl is live on Indiegogo, 370% funded. Let's see how high it can go. Check it out. Yes, go out and check out the Unbreathable Skunk Girl from Good Dog Press, Manny Correa. It's a fun kind of take on Squirrel, the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, which everybody loves so much. You may even love the Unbreathable Skunk Girl more.
My shops must love it too, I guess.
Well, I've got it. I think I've got it as well.
So let's go back to the panel one more time. And how are we doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everybody stayed tonight. That's fantastic. Nobody out early. I'm very happy about that. We got all of 4 minutes left. So if you need to fix anything or want to add anything in the interim time, I suggest that you do it.
I can't do it anymore.
Your arm getting to you?
I'll see if I can add more shadows.
Okay. Do the best you can. That's all we ask here. And we like having a wide variety of artists on with styles, and and we definitely had different styles tonight, and I appreciate that.
All kinds.
Everybody remember to go look at Vic's Extractors. He's currently got his characters here on his piece. Spencer Tunes is doing an Indiegogo soon called Megawatt and the Vampires of the Sun with Matthew Mers as a writer. Mike, you have what's yours project right now?
I just have my sketchbook in demand, but I'm working on my own graphic novel at the moment. It's
fantastic, man. Mike does great work, and as you can see, he loves the female form, so it's probably going to have something in what he's doing, I would assume, because everybody loves good-looking gal. Illustrator Monkey's working on several things, but he always has these beautiful illustrations he does for us. Can you tell us anything about your upcoming project that you've been keeping under wraps?
Tales from the Stacks?
Yeah, well, sorry, Tales from the Stack. I got you mixed up with somebody else. My bad. Tales from the Stacks.
I'm not keeping it under wraps.
Okay.
I'm working on Tales from the Stacks.
Tales from the Stacks. And as you can see, it's going to be wonderful to see whatever he comes up with for our Professor Geek, Humble Marty.
Or the unofficial Tales of the Stacked.
Yeah. Humble Marty has done a fun little thing here. A little girl. She seems to be having a floating dinner. Or these libations. Yeah, nice. And what are you doing lately, Humble? Are you working on a book? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on a little light novel with Corn. It's kind of an origin story, kind of needs a little work. But it's fun. I guarantee you won't be bored.
And Claire, what are you working on?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet? Just fun. Did we lose somebody?
I feel like maybe we did. But
I think Vic dropped. And then Selena, are you working on something currently?
Finishing up a 3-page story, random coloring and freelance work for various clients.
It's excellent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are done. Everybody can put down their pencils. We did lose Vic. Where did Vic go? Vic. Come back, Vic. Oh, there he is. He's back. Fantastic. All right, Flit, could you please post the poll in the chat? I'm assuming you did it. If you didn't, we'll give you a few minutes. Let's see if you did. Yep. Let's see. There he is. There's the straw poll. Everybody who's on, we have 12 people watching, 23 likes, 23. Excellent. Please go and cast your votes. People on the panel, please go cast your votes. And I will cast my vote as well. It's been a great night. We had 7 great artists show up. I'm fantastic about that. I always love it when we have a larger panel for the sake of people talking to me and stuff to look at. But it's fun to see the different styles and everything that comes out. Plus the sexiness that comes out as well. We like that.
Of course.
Yes, of course. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, my phone just ducked out on me. I don't know why. It was horrible.
Really? Oh,
yeah, it does it to me every now and then. Like you've been on the phone too long, so it'll hang up on me. Yeah.
Overheated?
No, not even overheated. It just it'll just cut out calls for no reason.
I'm going to go back to the chat real quick. Hopefully we have people talking nonsense. Okay.
Chibi's smart. Chibi has like all her information, so she'll just put it there. I just like right under here, like this, stealthily.
Zach Hawkins says Flit's wrench hand is strong. Flit's wrench hand is totally strong. He's the mad mod. He's the man that I am happy that he comes help me out. And he does help out others too. He's mods on several streams. But man, he just comes and does a great job for me. I super appreciate it. 10 people are now watching, and we lost a couple people, but we still have 23 likes. For those of you who are looking to vote, go do so that we can get this figured out who won the night. And let me get 9 votes currently. 9 votes. Come on, guys.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's got 10 votes now.
Fight for it.
Come on, 11 votes. Oh, we're coming up. I'm going to give you 3 minutes till 15 after, and then we'll move on. So everybody go vote on the panel as well. Go vote. We got 12 votes now.
I don't know how to get to it.
Okay. Yeah. Can you see the broadcast?
I have to get on a different device. That's what I mean.
13 votes now. Yeah, if you can find the broadcast, then you can find the link in the chat of the broadcast. So
if I can get to it, I'd have to turn something else on.
Can you like do a browser?
I'll see. I'll try to get my Surface to do that. At least it'll do that and be useful.
We got 13 votes currently with 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. A 2-minute warning.
I'm not going to get my thing up in time. So sorry.
I'm sorry. Oh yeah. It's one of those things that you gotta be ready. Gotta be ready, Claire. Gotta do it.
Oh, let me see if I can get to it. Because it just takes my Surface forever to do anything.
Okay, Flit Amaranth says, "Vote, you scrubs." Indeed, Flit. I second you.
Right.
Zach Hawkins says, "At least voting here matters."
It matters now, just maybe not in the way you want it to.
This is true. Very true. All right, we got 1 minute left. 1 minute. Currently 13 votes, so that's nice. And let's go up to Yep. Carl says democracy. Jake Garza says, "Hey Jimmy, can you say welcome to Coast AM?" I think I just said it, but I'll try to do it more radio like. Welcome to Coast AM.
That's pretty good.
Mhm.
All right, we have hit the mark. We are done. I will look at the final thing and we'll do a refresh and see what happens. 13 votes. We have 13 votes. Starting at the bottom, last but not least, Claire, with unfortunately 0 votes. I'm sorry,
That's
Claire.
fine. Well, it was more to get out there, so.
No, yeah, exactly. And we would love to have you back. It's not an indictment of your skill. It's just how it fell out tonight. Vic and Mike both have 1 vote. So they get the Vic, Mike, and Humble Marty they all 3 have a vote. That means they get the bronze medal. Each one.
Yeah.
With 2 votes. Selena Hernandez takes the silver. Right on.
Yay.
And for the gold, Josh Spencer and illustrator Monk Ty. They have to stand hand in hand, putting their fists up in the air. Gold. Ooh. Yes, very good. They both got 4 votes. Fantastic. It's been a good night, a great night
Very nice.
on the Cheesecake Challenge. A lot of great talent here tonight. I really appreciate everybody coming out. I appreciate everybody in the chat who comes out and makes us a lot of fun and puts up with my palaver while I just try to fill in the time with my umming and on. Does anybody want to put anything out there before we wrap this thing up?
Hey, is Monk? Are you planning to sell this artwork?
I don't know.
You should.
I
It's
need
pretty
to
good.
set up like an Etsy shop or something.
Yeah.
So if you can see this on Selena, she put some stuff for people to write down if you want to know where to find her and Mike, Chibi Mike. There's a couple of actually there's 3 Twitters and a website. So a Patreon. Go and follow them. If you love their stuff, which you should because both of them do great stuff, put a little money down on their Patreon. $1 a month never kills anybody and helps people keep their lights on, as they say. So yeah, we got Claire. She did this cute little picture here, a girl hanging out in a pond with some lily pads. Was that a cat?
Yes, it's a cat. It's Puss in Boots.
Oh, it's Puss in Boots.
So hence why she's bait because Puss wants to live in the cow stall.
Oh, I see.
So, and I also have my Twitter handle, which is Star Story TLL.
Okay, I'm gonna so people can see it better. Can you push both the illustration and that up a little farther?
Like that?
There we go. People can see that. So if you guys want to go follow her and see what she comes up with, she has fun little illustrations. She looks like something that'd be great for like doing children's books and stuff like that. Lots of fun stuff there.
Yeah.
Could I get that Twitter handle again?
Star Storyteller, and TELLE1.
There you go.
Or Star Storyteller Claire is usually, but the Claire is spelled CLAR. Oh no, maybe I put you. One.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I follow you.
Yeah, I follow you too. Yeah.
Everybody should follow all the artists here. That's my advice. And then we have Humble Marty. Humble Marty is I think you can find her under Humble Marty on Twitter. Illustrator Monk, you can find Illustrator Monk under Illustrator Monk on Twitter. And as you can see, Illustrator Monk definitely has a flair for his renderings. And he does great stuff. Check out him on with Professor Geek with Tales from the Stacks. Got Chibi Mike. Oh, this is Mike Stewart Art. Excuse me. And Mike is does beautiful, fun. I would say a mix between 90s style art and a little bit of cartoon. It just kind of feels that way, and it's really engaging art. Love this stuff. And then I think, and then we have Spencer Tunes. Spencer Tunes is very much more of the cartoon style. Lots of fun, lots of cheek, well, lots of sexy. That's what he does. Then we have Vic. Vic is currently working on his book. He's got an interest, like a good style for comics. And somebody just got a phone ring apparently there. His stuff looks good. There's his two characters. You want to tell us their names again? Vic.
Yeah. The blonde with the red hair. I mean the red cross on her eye is Medica, and the other is Cammy.
All right, Medica and Cammy. And they have
This
a buddy
guy over here,
right here.
that's Switchback.
All right.
Cushing guy.
Yeah, Switchback. He just got himself. He got something on a hook. In two different ways, apparently.
Yes,
all right.
he did.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pimp my book just here at the very end. I do have a book out there on Indiegogo currently in demand. It's called Little Girl Lethal, and it's a story about a young lady named Sugar Lightspeed. She lives in a massive megalopolis called Lost Peaks. It's in an alternate universe, Earth. So it has a lot of things that are very like ours, but other things that are very different. And she's on a mission, a quest, for revenge and retribution for the things that were done to her in her youth. And if you like sexy girls, if you like violence, like in the vein of, say, Sin City or Blade Runner or Akira, you're gonna dig this universe. This first book is actually a prelude of a sort, the first episode, and so you kind of get her backstory and a little bit of what she does, kind of wet your whistle for things to come, because there are things to come after this. Go check it out. It's not for children. There are two different versions. One is Modest, which has the naughty bits covered, and not a bar or anything. It's good art. And then the other one is the Full Monty. So if you like that sort of thing, keep this on your top shelf, away from your kids, with your Cohibas and your 12-year-old Scots, where all the good things are, and you'll really enjoy it. For one thing, the art is excellent, painterly style from my friend Whiskey Paint out of Vladivostok, Russia. This is the East-West connection. I'm from Utah. He's from over there, just over North Korea, and we work together to create Little Girl Lethal, the best damn little comic book you've ever seen since the 90s.
Gorgeous book.
I appreciate that. All right.
I would actually say it's prettier than the 90s, but
oh, well, I often say it looks like the stuff you might have seen in the old heavy metal magazine, much more painterly in style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy pimping my work, but I try to keep it out of the chat most of the time, and when we're here on the panel. I do appreciate you all showing up. You all brought it, and we had a lot of fun, and I would love to invite you all back whenever you can make it. Everybody in the chat, thank you for coming and hanging out, both artists and consumers and fans of this itty-bitty train that keeps on going and chugging along. Everybody, I'm going to wish you a good night, and I hope you all have success in whatever you're doing. Don't work too hard, but work hard enough to make yourself a success. Y'all have a great night, and we're out. Take care. You want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
All right,
guys.
adios, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you.